throughout California. A battle is being fought to protect the state's diverse ecosystem. And on the front lines are the state's game wardens.
We enforce everything. Drugs, violent crime, stolen vehicles and poaching.
They're killers, they're taking our wildlife illegally, and we have to stop them.
Outmanned and outgunned, they face danger at every turn.
You're like John Wayne out there catching outlaws.
You don't know who you're going to contact, what's going to happen. Every patrol could be your last day.
On this episode, wardens hunt down a neighborhood menace.
It's like a deer graveyard out there.
Trap a trapper.
Oh, you know police?
I'm not.
Search warrant, open the door.
And stymie a suspected pig poacher.
Hey, shut up out there!
All in their pursuit of wild justice.
We are the last line of defense. And without us, you have no wildlife.
Let's line up our staff.
Amador County, California.
Okay, we got about a quarter mile here.
Fish and Game races to a residential area to serve a warrant on a suspected doe poacher.
Once we get in there, we're going to be exposed.
It's a high-risk raid on a felon with a history of violent crimes.
Solar panel house. Suspect out
Front.
out in the carport. Get him.
Stop! Put your hands down! Keep your hands we can see the whole time. Keep your hands up, slowly walk towards me. What's going on?
You're looking at God's creation right here.
After responding to shots fired in a residential neighborhood,
This is a very fresh deer.
Warden Eric Elliott does a necropsy to determine the cause of death.
Looks like she'd been gut shot. We'll skin this back and find entry and exit wounds. A lot of internal bleeding on the upper cavity. So there's I could be wrong, but I think that's a fetus. I've never felt that. I've never felt that in a doe before. There's a little buck. Feels like another head in here. Yeah, she had twins. Huh. Another buck. She would have dropped these in 3 months or so. This guy is a killer. Formation of its hooves. He's not only whacking the doe, he's killing offspring for years to come. This is the reason why we have seasons. This is the reason why we have regulations. You do not shoot does during the winter and in the spring, because look what you're doing to the deer herd. This makes me reinvigorated to hammer people that do this. This is a crime. Suspect out.
Front.
Get him.
Keep your hands we can see the whole time. What's going on, Mike? Oh! Keep your hands up, slowly walk towards me. What's going on?
Thanks to a tip from a concerned citizen,
Walk back towards the warden.
wardens raid the home of the suspected doe poacher.
Turn around. Put your hands up. Slowly get down on your knees. Yes, sir. Out. With my hands up, let me see, put them on my head. Ow, ow, ow. What the hell is going on? Search over your house.
We're code 4.
With their suspect restrained, the team must secure the rest of the property.
Police, search warrant. You're in the house. Keep your hands up.
Okay, we're good.
Clear.
And then, Captain, let's get 3 people to start meticulously searching.
How about the meth pipe?
I had no idea that was in this jacket when I put it on.
Huh.
Wow, man. How do you not feel that or see that? You didn't know it was there?
I didn't feel it, no. I didn't know it was there.
Huh?
There's,
Did somebody else wear that jacket or just you?
No, actually, I'm not the only one that has worn this jacket.
I'm a game warden, okay? I don't care that much about a little bit of methamphetamine. I don't care about the rinky-dink stuff. I deal with people killing deer. That's primarily the reason I'm here. And when I find that you're dishonest with the little things, it's very, very difficult for me to ignore something like that.
Right, I understand that.
Do you understand what I'm
I
saying?
don't understand what you're saying. I'm being dishonest with.
What I'm looking at right directly behind you is a meth pipe, okay? We have the authority to search everywhere.
Seen a different kind of wildlife.
Is that pellet gun?
I think it's a 22 caliber.
Yep.
It's a short barrel on this thing. It's a 45. 22?
Weapons everywhere.
How many firearms do you have in the house?
I do not have any firearms.
Muskets.
There is a shotgun right there. Yeah, there's a shotgun there. There's a shotgun right in there. These look like arrows that have passed through animals. It appears to have blood on the fletching.
It says caution.
These weapons are accessible to anybody in this home, including us. When we walked in, these were not locked up.
You're looking at multiple felonies. The subject's not supposed to be in any possession of firearms or ammunition.
I'm standing right on top of the bait pile that they probably throw oranges out here, cornflakes, some oats, some broccoli, try to chum any wildlife in, and real close to the back side of the house. And there's a screen off the window.
You sit here and do meth, and then, when you're all high as a kite, you sit on your porch and you snipe.
So with the 22, they can do a lot of damage to the resources.
Elliot uncovers more damning evidence. A homemade silencer.
This is a felony to possess this. It's just a perfect tool for poaching in a residential area. You're a felon. I know that, and you know that, all right? Being in possession of a firearm or any weapon is a violation of your restraining order. Just come on. I want you to be straight with me.
What have I not been straight with?
Guns. Let's start with that.
Okay, what about it? I do not have any access or any possession of guns myself or any firearms. I'm trying to freaking do everything right. I've got a baby on the way. I'm trying to, start over. And
What do you think that is?
I have no idea. It looks like a burnt piece of pipe with tape on it.
You know what that is. It's a suppressor. It's a silencer. It's something a poacher would put on a rifle to shoot a deer and nobody in the neighborhood could hear it. That's what the purpose of that is.
Oh, so I see where you're going.
It fired.
It's in your house, in your room,
Okay, but still.
where you have access to it. It's in your bedroom, buddy. We know that there's 2 people that live here right now, you and your wife. You're not claiming possession of this? Well, the way that's gonna roll is I'm gonna put in the report that you're in possession of a silencer. You and your wife.
What?
I want the truth. I want honesty. That's all I want. And if you're gonna sit there and let your wife take a fall for something like this,
I can't sit there and freaking tell you about something that I'm just now finding out about.
you have given me nothing. In this whole interview, you have given me nothing.
So me and my wife are getting charged with that.
Absolutely. Unless you want to man up and say that my pregnant wife didn't make this.
My wife did not make that. No way.
I know your wife didn't make this. I know she didn't use it. And I have a pretty good idea who does know that.
If I knew that there was something unlawful in my home or that was around there, it wouldn't be there.
So you're not going to man up one bit.
It doesn't make you look good.
There's a lot of stuff in my house that I don't know of.
In the freezer, there's deer meat. Have you ever hunted deer before?
Nope.
Have you ever shot a deer before?
Nope.
Ever?
Nope.
How about any deer meat in the freezers?
In deep freezers? No, I'm aware of.
Stew chunks. Labeled with a Sharpie and wrapped with that electrical tape. This tape right here.
What is this thing hanging up here?
Deer ball. Off the buck. Oh, probably off that buck right over there. And they're marked with
Here's knives.
Right.
Let's shift gears a little bit to this set of deer antlers down here. Talk to me about those.
They're old deer antlers. I mean, what's
How'd they get there?
they were here when we moved in. They were part of the stuff that got pulled out from underneath the house in the corner shed.
With the discovery of deer meat and illegal weapons, the wardens released the canines to scour the neighborhood for more evidence.
You're not being truthful about the firearms. You're not being truthful about the deer.
Look, I just went through your freezer downstairs. Start talking. So at one point you put deer meat in that freezer.
How much meat is in
There shouldn't be any deer. I haven't been in that freezer in so long. I have no idea what is or
Come on, man. Tell us something. Be honest with us for one second, man. Have you prepared venison at your home and eaten it? Here. That's an easy question, man. Jeez, yes or no?
I'm just thinking about it. My wife usually cooks.
You don't know what you're eating at night? She just, are you blindfolded?
Sometimes no. Sometimes, yeah, she comes out with these things and she won't tell me what it is because she knows I want to eat it. I won't like it. Serious, she does that. Yeah.
I think back there where you got your little bait pile, the deer walks in on a rifle, it's nice and suppressed. You whack deer in your backyard with it.
Wow.
Tell me I'm wrong.
This is what we were looking for. And another one.
Looks like we're getting some hits all over the property of different bones and whatnot.
Good girl, another one.
Looks like deer fat. It's like a deer graveyard out there.
Amador County. Warden Eric Elliott interrogates a suspect accused of killing a doe out of season.
Little buck. The little formation of its hooves. You're not being truthful about the firearms. You're not being truthful about the deer.
You put deer meat in that freezer.
I haven't been in that freezer in so long. I have no idea what is or
Come on, man. Be honest with us for one second, man.
And another one.
The evidence continues to mount.
It's like a deer graveyard out there.
But the most damning find of all, deer carcasses in the yard.
I mean, yeah. You're cornered. You've been telling blatant lies.
No, I mean, I don't, like I said, there was things that you know that I don't know of, so that's not me not being honest, it's me not being aware.
That's weird.
Good boy.
Apparently, I guess it's illegal to possess deer remains.
You're a good dog.
Right by the retaining wall, there's a pretty fresh deer. This guy is claiming not to know anything of what's going on, and we got all the evidence we need. This guy has been shooting wildlife and digging holes and burying them.
So how'd you kill this deer?
I didn't kill that deer.
You think you just had a heart attack and got buried in the snow?
I have no idea.
Yeah, deer usually don't go to sleep like that.
I don't think that deer's sleeping, no.
No.
Doesn't look like it.
It looked like somebody shot it and dragged it right there.
And packed it in snow to keep it cold until they could butcher it.
Why would I attempt to butcher frozen deer?
You seem to have a lot of answers, but not the truth. Nothing ever comes out of your mouth that makes sense or is the truth. Well, you know, every time we ask you, I don't know how the pipe got in my jacket. I don't know how the shotgun got in my basement. I don't know how the silencer got in my bedroom. You don't know a lot of things, but you still know how to butcher a deer.
You expect me to...
I expect you to tell the truth.
You expect me to know everything that goes around the house.
This is your property. This is your house. There's your debt.
I'm not the only one here.
There's a dead...
I'm not the only one
So
here.
your wife killed it? Your wife shoot this? Your 5-month pregnant wife?
I doubt it.
Dragging out of your...
Fish and Game tags and loads the evidence.
He's a poacher, definitely a poacher.
All right.
It's disgusting.
Okay.
He has no conscience for wildlife, for the hunting community that do it right. This is a disgrace. This is somebody that needs to go away.
The anonymous tip pays off. The abundance of evidence pointing to the killing of the pregnant doe means this fella is heading back to jail.
You're going to be charged right now with felon in possession of a firearm and poaching, including other miscellaneous charges.
Okay, I want to get you inside. Can you get up there? Can I want your head?
Oh, God.
Why do you sit?
Oh,
You have any sharp objects?
there's nothing on me.
The suspect appears traumatized by being taken into custody.
Can we take these things off yet?
When we get inside, we'll be able to.
Colusa County, California.
Working off of information that somebody's doing some illegal trapping.
Warden Stutz and Gomes roll undercover to track down a tip from an informant.
Anonymous information said that the guy's got multiple traps set up along a fence line and has trapped everything from skunks, possums, raccoons, and then even fox.
What pissed me off was these guys aren't checking their traps.
By law, traps must be checked once every 24 hours.
It's not humane to leave an animal in a trap until it dies. It's just a miserable way, and if you're gonna kill an animal intentionally, you need to do it in a manner that's quick and humane.
The plan is to get in here as low-key as possible, try to be undetected. We're gonna try to find some more traps, try to figure out what else is going on the property, what's been killed.
What happens is varmints will get in and they'll chew these lines and they'll cause damage. And I'm sure that's why they're probably trying to put the herd on them.
Anytime there's a trap set, we need to be able to walk up, identify who it belongs to, and make sure that it's legally there.
Stutz finds an unmarked trap and quickly disables it.
Dead fox. Well, that's the reason we're out here. Due to this kind of trapping that's going on out here. Clearly, you could tell the thing's starved, dehydrated, died in that trap. It's still sitting here, drying out, and nobody's moved it, touched it, taken the trap off it, which means that it's not being monitored.
Further into the orchard, more unmarked traps.
So this is a skunk. This is the snap leg trap, like so old and rotted out. It's hard to tell even what it grabbed. Still leg traps were banned and outlawed. That's the type of traps they're using. The nature of that style trap catches the animal's leg and the animal ends up succumbing either to the injury from the trap or from starvation and dehydration. At any rate, it's an untagged, illegal trap. Unmarked who put it here. The trap wasn't checked and the animal taken care of in the 24-hour window as required by law for trapping. There's houses here, there's houses down here. Domestic livestock, pigs. Most people with domestic livestock probably have dogs.
Setting traps so close to humans and livestock could lead to tragic consequences.
That's an old toy, but potentially they have children, and those traps aren't gonna know what they're slamming shut on. Anything it steps on, it's gonna get whacked. It's gonna slam shut on a kid's leg or on an arm. Kid could lose a finger, a hand, an ankle, and some toes. It's endless what those traps are capable of.
Those are conibears. They used to use them for muskrats and beavers. It actually crushes the animal. That's what it's designed for.
Instead of disabling all the unmarked traps,
I set my camera in here.
Stute sets a trap of his own.
Crouching the tree here.
In the form of a hidden camera.
It's always hard to set these because for you or for anybody out here, your eye goes right to that. We'll let that sit for 2-3 days at least. Check it.
Colusa County, California.
Valentine's Day afternoon, evening. Part of the sacrifice of the job is being available and being out there to protect the wildlife at any time, and I probably should buy my wife a card or something.
Warden Stutes heads out to check his hidden camera to see if it caught any illegal trapping in an area teeming with wildlife.
If I'm gonna try to catch somebody who might be trying to take advantage of wildlife under the hopes that I'm not out here, I'll be there to put the surprise on them.
Stute spots a suspicious vehicle up ahead.
Parked in the middle of the road, and a guy walking around in the bushes. Hey, how you doing? Good. What are you guys up to?
Valentine's Day fishing.
Oh, okay. Can you take your hands out of your pockets for me? Great, thank you. How long you guys been out?
Not here.
Okay.
Taking a detour from tracking trappers, Stutes encounters a couple fishing.
You guys didn't do the Valentine's Day fishing thing, he says, huh?
Yeah.
All right, you guys get any bites or anything? Good little catfish. You have a fishing license?
Nope.
Neither of you?
No.
Well, that's not good.
I don't know. We never go fishing. She just wanted to go fishing for Valentine's Day.
Can you go ahead and reel up the line?
Yeah.
Especially since there's no license involved. The last thing we want to do is start catching fish, right?
Got one.
That was quick.
If you could do me a favor, try to be as gentle as possible with the fish. Take it out real nice.
We always put our stone back anyway.
Can't get it to.
Here, pass it up to me. I'll do it for you.
I got almost all the way out.
As long as I don't get gored, we'll have a good day. Lives to swim another day. You guys have ID?
I don't.
Nobody has any warrants, probation, parole, anything like that?
Nope.
Okay. Nothing else in the bags? Anything I should be concerned with? You guys do drugs or anything like that? For sure? You mind if I take a quick look through the bags? What am I gonna find? Because you paused now.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. Whose is this? Yeah, I know what it is. Whose is it? One more time. Who smokes meth?
I do.
You too, ma'am, or what?
Yes.
Okay. Is there a baggie of meth in here also, or just the pipe?
Just the pipe.
I find it hard to believe you guys come out here with a pipe and nothing to smoke, right? So where's the meth at?
There's a little bit in the pipe.
Okay. How long you guys been using?
A long time.
You ever been to any kind of rehab or tried to get out of the whole deal, or what?
Yeah, quite for years.
When did you guys start back up? How long you guys been using recent?
About a month or...
Okay. You guys work?
No.
Now, who's this bag belong to? Whose pipe?
Just call it my bag.
Go ahead and stand up for me, face that way under the bridge, and back up towards the sound of my voice. You're not under arrest at this time. I'm just putting you in handcuffs because there's more to the story than what you guys have led on in the beginning. Reach your left hand back towards the sound of my voice. Relax for me. Nothing on you? You have no weapons on you at all?
I can't believe this.
Code 4 County Line Road at 2047 Canal. Pipes used for smoking methamphetamine, which is an illegal controlled substance. Then in addition to, see the green baggie here. That's a crystalline substance consistent with methamphetamine, which is a felony to possess. So far, the male subject wants to claim possession for the stuff, so it'll be up to the sheriff's office who will go. There's clearly 2 pipes, both of them said that they use.
Been arrested a lot of times. I'm so sick to my stomach right now.
You end up with people that have substance abuse issues and they have economic hardship, and yet they spend whatever little money they have, and they came out here with several containers of drugs. Both of you guys are going to be transported and booked into the jail for the charges of possession of methamphetamine and possibly under the influence.
This Valentine's couple receives matching pieces of jewelry, handcuffs,
And all this on Valentine's Day. Regular old Valentine's Day celebration. It's not a happy ending.
while the couple heads to jail. Stutes heads back out to retrieve his hidden camera.
So the goal now is to get the camera, find out if we have any additional evidence, maybe a picture of a suspect or so forth. Trick is trying to figure out which tree was my camera on. Oh, looks the same, dude. Smells the same, looks the same, feels the same. Really stood out before because the dirt was turned up. Rain came in and the rain flattened the ground. That was where the trap was, yeah. That's where my camera was. So now I'm really unhappy. The trap is gone and my camera's gone. And now the game is on.
Colusa County, California.
Where the trap was and my camera was right. So now I'm really unhappy.
2 days ago, a confidential tip led Warden Chris Stutes to acres of illegal traps where snared dead animals were left to rot.
The trap wasn't checked in the 24-hour window as required by law.
The traps pose a danger to children as well.
It's gonna slam shut on a kid's leg or on an arm. Anything it steps on, it's gonna get whacked.
Stutes hoped the hidden camera would reveal the perpetrator's identity.
And now the game is on. And the trap was gone, and the camera's gone, so it's no mystery to why the camera was there. It was pointed right at their trap. They pulled the trap out. They think if they cover up their crime, somehow you're just gonna go away. It's not gonna cut it.
Stutes heads across the property to question the owner.
Hi. Hi, how are you? I'm Chris.
I'm Beth.
Hi, nice to meet you, Beth. I work for Department of Fish and Game.
Yeah.
I don't know, is this your place all here? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. So who runs the trees out here?
Our foreman, Trino, that does the day-to-day hands-on stuff. But
You guys ever have any kind of ground squirrel, rodent issues, anything around the
Always.
house? What do you guys usually do?
we have traps. Actually, we can have a box of them in the barn if you'd like to.
Please.
Okay. All right.
Who's this guy here?
Oh, that's Trino.
Oh, can you stop him? I didn't realize he was here. Hello. I'm Chris Stutes, Department of Fish and Game. Okay.
I'm gonna go open up the barn and get show you those traps.
Okay.
Oh, you look for traps?
Mm-hmm.
This is the traps we buy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. I've already talked to Beth long enough to know that you're the one who works in the trees. and my camera's missing.
I don't see.
Who took the trap? The trap that was there.
I don't know.
The traps like this that were out there that aren't there no more?
No, no more.
I set a camera up to monitor the traps. Now the traps are missing, my camera's missing, you're my suspect, and if you don't start cooperating with me, I'm just gonna put you in handcuffs and take you to jail. How's that sound to you?
No, you're not police.
I'm not? You're kidding, right?
Yeah, he is the police, yeah.
Who's setting the traps?
Me.
Yes.
Here's the situation. I have issues with some of the traps. The traps were set illegally. Steel leg trap that's out there, not okay. The traps have to be checked every 24 hours for humane purposes.
How often do you go by and look at the traps?
Maybe in the morning.
Oh, yeah, in the morning.
Every day in the morning.
The other issue is that there needs to be some type of identification tag that identifies those traps to who is putting them out there. There's significant enough violations that I'm going to be issuing a citation today.
Okay.
My camera. We have to get
Yes, we
the
do
camera.
have to get back.
Go see.
Let's go. The trap.
I don't know. Where's this?
That's right next to where the camera was.
We need to find it.
Yeah, I need to find it.
There was the fox. It's still got the trap on its head. It's been all chewed on, mangled on. It's been in there for a long, long, long time. There's the skunk, and here's the issue. See that? That's a leg trap, and that's on a fence line. Your neighbors have domestic livestock. They probably have kids. That would be terrible. A kid get their foot slammed in one of them things, or... I left it up to them to sort it out, left it up essentially to her to do what I considered to be the noble thing. Hey, I'm the employer. Hey, I was the one providing these traps for you. I was the one asking you to do this. I'll take the ticket. And she did. Today's date and time, your personal information.
Okay.
The 2 violations I cited for is use of a steel jaw leg trap.
Okay.
And then a failure to check your traps.
All right.
I need a signature in this box. It's not a admission of guilt, just a promise to take care of the citation. I'm gonna leave you with the card. Find my camera, call me. I gave you guys a bunch of breaks. I think.
I find tomorrow.
He knows where my camera is. I fully expect that he will call me tomorrow with my camera. Part of the job.
Shasta County, California.
Police, search warrant, open the door.
Hey, shut up out there!
I hear them in there. They're dumping stuff.
Shasta County.
Double up, grab your gear, flashlights, gloves, the whole Marianne.
Warden Brian Boyd and his team head out to raid the house of a suspected pig poacher.
I've been tailing this guy for quite a while. I'm gonna go serve a search warrant on his place. He snuck into these guys' ranch. He was using his hounds to pursue a big boar pig and ended up shooting it. He just cut the head off and he walked away. He let everything else rot. So I want the pig head. We just need to be careful when we go in there. He's got guns and he knows how to use them. I'm all the time thinking, okay, if a gunfight ensues right here, what are my options? Where's my cover? What are my assets? What are my liabilities? When you let your guard down, you become a target. They're looking for a fat donut eater. And I don't want to be a fat donut eater. Friendly neighborhood game warden. When you see 5 game warden rigs stacked deep coming into your place, that's a bad sign. Yeah, this is not a sight that most poachers want to see coming into their house.
Police, search warrant, open the door.
Hey, shut up out there! They're dumping stuff.
Okay, Mike, why don't you step out for me real quick? Step over here.
Okay, we're code 4 now.
The wardens swarm the property looking for evidence of the poached pig, including the missing head, DNA, and ballistics.
It's bound to be somewhere.
We got to start getting a systematic and thorough method for going through each location, documenting, recording, photographing.
This is kind of interesting to see this stuff too. Transport bait means. So he's drying some stuff out there. Those are squirrel hides.
Maybe some hair, maybe some hide samples here. A little bit of hair that was all found right down here in this crack.
I don't take it lightly having to do a search warrant. I don't do many of them. I don't like having to go this far because I think it's wasting both of our time. So I'm looking for your cooperation. That's basically the bottom line.
Well, I'm cooperating. I'm just sitting here and you guys doing what you want to do.
I'm looking for certain things. As soon as I find that, that's what I want. Are you just going to give it to me and we can be done with this, or?
I don't even know what you're talking about except what you told me.
The pig skull?
That's what he said, something about a pig head and a bullet or something.
Okay.
While Boyd grills the suspect inside, the search continues outside.
The sky could be falling and Boyd has ice water running through his veins. When it hits the fan, you usually want him with you.
Did you know that we were coming with a search warrant?
I figured you'd be here sooner or later.
Okay. All right.
That's usually what happens.
Okay. All right. I'd rather not see you hanging on to the anchor as it keeps going down, and then, you know what I'm saying? Instead of letting go and coming up and get some air. But that's not a call. You're your own man. You make your own call. But I would encourage you just to be straight. Okay.
Okay, this is some of the target pieces of evidence that we're looking for, or pig parts.
I know that people make mistakes. I've made mistakes in the past. I've done stupid stuff. But I would encourage you to get on top of it and don't write it down.
Oh, no, I'm going to call my attorneys.
Okay.
I got no more to say.
Right now, he's just wanting to go down with the ship, so be it.
Right on? Okay.
The evidence sweep nets more than just pig poaching violations.
In California, using any type of bear bait is illegal. Baiting any wildlife is illegal.
Ingredients: water, concentrated artificial sweeteners, artificial jelly donut flavorings, and gelling agents. Yummy, artificial jelly donut. Got a raccoon hide in here.
That's either a badger or a mustelid of some kind.
That looks fresh, like fresh DNA to me. I wonder if there was a head that was on the back of the
Yeah,
straw.
you know what? Listen, it's in the same shape as a skull would be.
Shasta County, California. Warden Brian Boyd gets nowhere with a suspected pig poacher.
I'm looking for your cooperation.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
But outside, he finds evidence of the missing pig head.
That looks fresh, like fresh DNA to me. I wonder if there was a head that was on the back of the
Yeah, you
straw.
know what? Listen, it's in the same shape as a skull would be too, like that. That's the ridge back and that's the
It
jowls.
looks like it was chopped. I bet you can pull DNA out of that.
He said that he figured we were coming.
Yeah.
He said that's usually what happens. So this old boy, this is not his first go around. He's had folks in his house before doing the same thing. So he's a hardened target.
The search nets possible DNA from the missing pig head, as well as other violations.
There's probably 5 or 6 different charges that I didn't even know about. That guy's house was like completely just like filled with every kind of game you can imagine. Squirrels, raccoons, bear hides, skunk hides.
But Boyd is still on the hunt for the bullet.
44 mags. This is what he's looking for. I got some 44 mags in here.
Okay. One of the guys found a projectile, which appears to be from a 44 caliber or similar type caliber weapon. It's curled back over some DNA, so I need to check that with the lab and see if that matches with the DNA from the pig. So at this point, we're done. This guy's a coyote. He knows the system. He's been playing the game for a long, long time. And I'm not the first game warden he's bumped into. So it takes so much time to catch one person that you're just scratching the surface and you know it. You just slowly pound each nail down, then go to the next nail and pound another one down until your house is built.
Besides the DNA evidence, Boyd hopes the bullet will nail this case shut.
One 44 rim mag, spent casing.
This could be the whole thing.
Yeah, I know. That could do it.
This could be the whole thing.
The slug that we found in the guy's house, I'm going to test to see if it matches up with this weapon right here. Approximately the same caliber. It's about the same timeline, and it looks like it was fired from a weapon similar to this. So that's what I'm hoping for. And hopefully there's some DNA in it of that pig that I have DNA sample from. So that will be sweet. That would be the cherry on the top right there. Both of these weapons have seen some hard miles and killed a lot of stuff, I'll guarantee you that.
It's a good day for Boyd. A suspected pig poacher is off the street, and a truckload of evidence could put him away for a long time.
This guy is worth my time. It's one of the guys you just got to relentlessly pursue him. You cannot back off. You can't take a break. You have to go until you've completely hogtied him. As a game warden, you just want to catch crime. I mean, it doesn't matter what kind of crime it is. You just want to catch crime.
Boyd's extraordinary efforts fighting crime and protecting wildlife earn him Fish and Game's highest honor.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2012 Officer of the Year, Warden Brian Boyd.
Boyd is also honored by the California Game Wardens Foundation.
The California Game Wardens Foundation wants to present Brian with a down payment on the Academy Awards.
The Game Wardens Foundation pool up funds and then decide where to give them out. So if a game warden's wife gets cancer or if a game warden has an injury, they come in and help our families and help us logistically, emotionally, financially, medically, all those things to help us do our jobs better. I considered making a break for it when I saw the big timber out that window on the second floor. I thought I could get out and run for it. I love working with you guys. We are a brotherhood of men and women that cannot be broken. I sat down here and couldn't eat, was too nervous. Then Barry saw me sitting there tweaking and said, "Hey boys, you want me to road you a little bit?" So I was either that or 15 minutes in a rubber room and to get calmed down. So after this is all over, I'm gonna have to go wrestle with somebody. We of all people are blessed. I look at walking through the woods from a little kid, dragging a 22 and just enjoying the life out in the woods. We of all people are blessed to see God's creativity and what He's made. We see it every day. And we've also been charged to protect and conserve that. That's a pretty big order to fill. And everybody here sitting at these chairs does that every day. And so I want to tell you thank you. And I do want to tell my wife and family thank you because that woman's had to put up with me for 19 years. But I am very, very thankful. Thank you guys. I appreciate it.